Hello everyone, I'm Greg Luke, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 239 of Factorio with Angels and Bob's Mods, where we are working on puffer farming. And I think we got most of it set up as we wanted, and everything farts all around. We are producing acidic puffers at least. We're not currently actually breeding these. Maybe we should set that up before leaving and starting to use these. We could also just scale this up. Because, well, we don't still have a lot. Still don't have a lot. Also, this should scale a little bit. Something like that. This should also start working at some point when we get more than 100. We have 45 currently. We should be working on that over here. I really hope none of you are offended by all these noises. So the only concern really is if we have enough of these gaseous puffers. But I guess we can just scale this up quite a bit. And then we should have enough of those. And we need more underground. And maybe we should also put up some beacons, or just scale everything crazily. Because we can do that. As long as we have enough of the fruits and beans and corn. And fluids, of course. Also, I should really have put all of these together, so we actually had some areas in the base where we didn't have to listen to this all the time. The red ones, of course, just got lower because we requested them to weigh more machines. That all makes sense. Let's just make this the same length as the others. Also, there's of course the concern that we end up with too much acid gas. This is the only thing that's supposed to be getting rid of that. We could add some storage for it, but as soon as we get enough red puffers, we should be good with this. And we are starting to build back up. 30 now available. How come we made so much extra space over here? I don't know, but let's do something like this. I don't think we want to fully beacon it all up, but maybe just... Nah, it's gonna annoy me if we do this with one beacon per machine. Because then we can just put in the extra whenever we want to. How about every 2 machines? No, it doesn't fit. So if we did this, that would be okay, right? Yes. But then all of the machines are only affected by 1, at least to start with. Let's get rid of this. I guess we can just put some over here as well. Maybe start down here then. Or is it stupid of me to offset these? I'm probably gonna get annoyed by that. Let's just do it for now. So now most of them are affected by 2 beacons. With an 80% increase in speed. That's a pretty good improvement, I would guess. We don't have enough puffer eggs for that. I guess it's puffer egg. We are up to 55 red puffers for this. And at some point we will end up with too many of those compared to blue, but that's fine. Then this should just stop, I think. And we do produce more blue here. And even lower this just to 50. As long as there's some available in the system, that should mean that all of this is being fed already. So yeah. Dang it. This was my safe space and now it's ruined. So... yeah, we use some more of the blue ones here, that's okay. And now we're taking care of this acid gas. And I guess we might as well just scale up. Okie dokie. We maybe should also scale up this stuff, just because that's one of our actual products. But I think we don't know how much we need, and maybe we should just make the corrosive puffer breeding first. Yeah. Are we doing mixed corrosive or just corrosive? Yeah, we're doing mixed, right? Yeah. I mainly based that on what we required as food for the puffers. For the green ones, we have access to fruits, but not to leaves currently. So maybe we should just stick to this one. Then we produce some more blue rancid puffers as well, which is fine. Everything to make sure that we keep this under control, I guess. And you will input everything needed for that. That's fine. Corrosive puffers, well, they're being requested up to the train station, I guess. So we need to make that into storage chests instead as well. And we get an output here. I'm out of inserters, okay. Let's just grab these while we are here then. Maybe put in some of these instead. And inserts. Only, is it eggs or actual puffers we need? I might have made a mistake over here actually, I think it's the eggs. Yes, we need an egg to make a medium biter egg. And we need an egg to make a big bite egg. Okay. So let's change that. Same thing here. Are we keeping this under control? Maybe. I guess there's no reason not to just scale this up more. Just to be sure. And bring some of these. And we can steal for that. Oh. Let's set a slight limit, I guess. And this should then be fine, I think. Sure. And we have underground pipe again, it seems. Oh, let's grab the last few pieces that we have. Maybe make some more manual. Oh, actually we already have some more normal pipe, I think. No, we do not. Good. Anywhere else we should be putting in beacons? Oh, there's a space in between these, that's why I'm a bit confused here. So these might be... Oh, we can't even fit them on that side. With that space in between, it just fits so nicely like this. Oh, and we still need to make more provider or active provider tests. We don't have any steel, so that's a bit hard. Now we have blue buffers of all things. Well, we do have some in the chest, but we are waiting a bit for inserting these because of bread buffers. Ooh. Let's grab some stuff back from the base. Let's start that. How are we doing on the atomic bomb research? We need green science. And it's being limited by what exactly? Low density structure, of course. By aluminium, of course, yeah. That's still something we need to take care of at some point. Did we get some steel? Yes, we did. Good. Good. So this is sped up quite a bit. Oh well, I guess with 40%. We can just put that on both sides as well. Also, we may have to consider adding more of these still. Let's just scale it to be sure that we don't have to come back anytime soon. Well, I'm pretty sure we will need to come back anytime soon, but it should be a little bit more future-proof like this. And I'm out of hatcheries. Oh. We're fine with the gaseous buffers, seems. We are starting to get a lot of the eggshells. Let's just have a look into these. You made compost out of it. Boring. Oh, we can crush it. Or mill it, I guess. For eggshell seeds. For crystal shards. So this is the puffer farming for shards. But we don't want that. We want spider farming for shards. So there's really nothing to use these on other than compost, I guess. Well, maybe then we might as well just use the shells for shards or something like that. Glass. I just don't want to have to make this stuff. So for now, maybe it's fine to just store it here. Sure thing. And let's go grab some more hatcheries, I guess. Where's the plane? Here. And then maybe it's time to actually start spider farming. Good. Over in here, we're keeping it under control, that's good. These are running as they should. And we're actually starting to build up some extra gaseous buffers, I guess. 450. And I guess that's okay. Then this will just shut down, everything else should keep running, mostly I think. Unless we can flood the system with this, so this can't ring, for example, or this one maybe. Yeah. Maybe that could be a problem, but I'm not gonna worry too much about that before we see it being the problem. So we do not have enough of any of the corrosive or acidic eggs yet to actually export. But we should be getting close, at least with these acidic stuff. I think we're not requesting that many, no one per. So hatching these fails quite a lot, it seems. Well, I guess 60% of the time we get an acidic puff. So we get an egg, or we get an extra acidic, whatever, every 75% of the time. And then 60% of those are hatched correctly. So there is somewhat of a limited chance for it to go wrong, I guess. And it is just limited in speed as well, a little bit. But that's fine. Let's leave it as it is. And maybe just figure out where we want to do biter farming then. How about just... we can just run off from here and build up here then. Sure thing, let's do that. We really don't need that much space for each of these. I am building a bit much really, I think. Something like this, I'm okay with it because we do need a lot of space, but most of the time all of this space is just wasted because we build in so far. Also, I just noticed that we don't have a radar over here. Let's put that in. How about up here? We are fine. Okay. Ignore everything else then. So, puffers. I guess... well, I don't know. Are we going to make the big biter farming and medium biters together at the same outpost? I guess so. Maybe, maybe not. We need both of these for both of them. And the raw crystal shard, of course. No, sorry, we need a raw crystal splinter for this one. No, not that one, sorry, this one. Yeah, and then we make some raw crystal shards from that, and then we need that for this one. A splinter and a shard? No, wait, I'm confused again, sorry. This one we need the raw crystal shard for. So splinter into shard, shard into raw. Yeah, just crystal. Raw crystal. We need to bring in nutrient pulp as well. For both. And we need to do some meat stuff. And we need alien goo. For both. So it seems like we are going to be producing both at the same place here. Okay. Stop using weird, random assembling machines, please. We probably need to look into this stuff sooner rather than later, because now we actually need the seeded dishes. So maybe we actually need to produce these somewhere else. Because then we can also export some to the puffer farming for... well, to actually use the eggshells and produce more shards. But then we would have to export the shards from there. We could. Wherever we produce these, we could import the eggshells too, and then we could make the shards, but then we need to export them from there. So many problems. We could just export the eggshells to spider farming. But that also seems a bit counterintuitive. I think we would just do it at buffer farming. Yeah. This is all just from... no, it is from crystal stuff. But this is from geodes, yeah. Okay, but we need these, for sure. This we're already making at the mashed potato farming. These we need to produce. I guess this should be its own thingy. And of course we're not farming any of these that just turn into cellulose fiber. That's a bit sad. We can just do algae farming, but as far as I know that's very slow. Or maybe it's not. It's not slow to make the cellulose fiber, but to make the actual algae. Maybe not. We get 30 algae every 30 seconds. And we get 5 cellulose for every 10 algae. We can't use the brown algae though. God dang it. So we would get some extra brown algae, or we could do this stuff. Maybe we just need to farm whatever we need for this. We get crystal dust out of candelians. That seems like something that could be useful for this stuff as well. Then we wouldn't have to export it from the geode area, but is that really such a big problem? Probably not. So that's temperate farming. I'm pretty sure we have candelian seeds. We have soil, we have fertilizer, so we can just produce this. Would we rather produce something else though? This gives us raw cellulose fiber, or only cellulose fiber. Doesn't require fertilizer. I'm not sure if we have these seeds though, but maybe. Yeah, we have 5 of them. Is it one of those that are slow to expand on though? No. 5 Gianaton into 5.5 seeds. That's pretty fast. Question is if we want to produce these at the farming area or not. I don't think fertilizer is a problem, so it is just, do we want to produce this at farming or not? Corn is fine and the cellulose fiber is fine. Of course we get less cellulose fiber per production cycle of this, but I don't really see that as a big problem. Because scaling. This is also temperate farming, okay. How about the seeds for this? It's a 5% chance to get 1 extra. So that is a lot slower to actually scale up. Because with this... dang it, I just want to see the recipe. We get 50 for every 5 seeds of this. And then we can turn that into 1.1 times that. So 55, basically. 55 seeds, and then it just scales so fast from there. Whereas these, we get back 5 dormant Candelian seeds, and then we can get 5.05 Candelian seeds from, making them non-dormant. So that's the same as the mustard potato, basically, but we didn't start it long ago, so... Unless we have a lot of seeds. Am I wrong about having Candelians? Or Kindelion, or whatever you want to call it. I think I was wrong about that. Seems like it, so that just makes our decision for us. We do the Gianaton farming. And then we export crystal dust from the geode processing area. So I guess we're also producing the cellulose fiber at the farming area because that just seems to make sense. So let's put this in its own block. Good. Then there's this stuff. We have chlorine and methane at our fluid processing area, so we should be able to make this without a problem, I think. This we have plenty of, I think. And there's this, that's just glass. We don't really produce that anywhere, but I don't think we're gonna need that large amounts. We're making glass fiber, but that doesn't really help us. But maybe, well, we have the molten glass, so we could just, whoops, make it into normal glass as well. Glass panels, or whatever you want to call them. Then we need crystal powder, so we need to crush some splinters. Oh, we're already making that, of course, because we're doing this stuff. Oh, we also get it from actually cutting our raw crystal shards. So we need some to get it started, but then maybe it can sustain itself afterwards. At least that's something we need to look into. But unfortunately, that's all we have time for in this episode. So thank you all for joining me, and let's just request this train to come over with some rail. Yeah, so thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.